8-pound sledge. Yeah, there you go. You can handle it earlier. Well, shit. Oh, we're engaged. Alright, so it's only been like 4 months. I'm gonna finish rebuilding this thing. Done a couple things. I was kind of making a video on this last night, but it was I was in a weird mood and I didn't like how it was coming out, so I'm redoing it. This is what I ended up doing. Painted it, cleaned up the diff cover. Just got that today. I will show you the video on what I did here to make these work. These are from the TTB, or the new TTB four-wheel drive deals. So I'm gonna show you how I got those to work, because the little tangs on them are a little bit bigger than the slot in the spindle there is. So that'll, yeah, take some work. What did I go to the parts store for? Well, as you know, I broke the one rotor. I've got brand new hubs and stuff. I should have just bought the whole assembly. It was only $40 more per deal. Or actually, no, I think in total it would be $40 more. Big deal. So we're gonna finish assembling those. Basically, what I did to get, or what you're gonna do with those is you're gonna, well, I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'm gonna do one first while this camera's charging, and then we'll do the other. So what did I go to the parts store for? Well, I want to get this axle done. I bought a little bit better set of brake pads from the parts store. I think they should work pretty good. I got anti-rattle clips, and I've got the other hardware that I need, the spring and the dude, and new bolts that go in here are in my little parts box over there. Got some non-chlorinated brake cleaner, and then brand new wheel studs. So I'm just gonna, tappy tap those in lightly, just enough to they're kind of seated, and then I'm just gonna put a wheel on it and then just run them down with the impact. Okay. I was all like, oh, let me just get my Dremel knockoff, and we can get this to fit. Well, this hand file works great. Screw the Dremel knockoff, whatever the hell it was. I'll show you how to make this work. So all of these locking collars are gonna have a little tang on here that engages with a little slot that's on the spindle. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my file in here, and I'm basically just gonna come in here like this and just take a little bit off. And I'm going to take a little bit off there as well. A little bit more off here. Try not to grind into your threads too much. It won't hurt it that first little bit. Just trying to burr it up. Be good. And I'm just going to deburr the edges. There we go. We're threaded on. So yeah, there, it fits. Put the socket in there, and then click, click, and then you're done. Uh-oh, Adam's here.
What? No, I'm not here.
Yeah, he's just sitting over there Bluetoothing away.
You got my swagger on?
Yeah. So I went ahead and put this side back together. Look how pretty it is. That looks sexy. I like it.
You know the best part about this whole side is?
Huh.
That the rotor's still in one piece.
Oh yeah, I know, broken. Yeah. So yeah, what I did with this one is I got him started, or got the lug nut started in there, and then put it in the wheel, and I got a spare lug nuts. I went ahead and put those in and just ran it down until it sucked them in, and it did pretty good. Oh yeah, nice and cold. So I got these been in the freezer for a few hours. I'm gonna drop them in and hammer them down. Let's just give it a little. This is just an experiment. I'm just trying to see if frozen nuts will. Yeah, I'm just gonna start them and then just get the wheel and run them in. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Well, anything's better than the last experience. Jimmy was trying really, really hard to get it in there, and he had a great idea, but it backfired horribly.
Well, that was a bad idea to start with. You break out the sledgehammer, and that's the end of that rotor.
All right, got a good view now.
So yeah, I'm just gonna. They pop out again. Damn it! I should probably show them the part number. This is 478 F150. This is the lug nuts we're using. We're using the Dorman.
Product, I mean, they're pretty sunk in there. Now we're just going to finish it off using a wheel, which we have done. I haven't got it. We even have a spare one that's in the back of my truck right now, but I don't. Jimmy's like, I don't want it. I don't want it.
I got enough wheels already.
I don't think you do. All right.
Okay, you better show this. So.
Yeah, let's see if the wheel.
Right, where'd my lug nuts go? The rotor just kind of stuck it in here. So I just get one started just to hold it. Actually get a couple, so on opposite sides here. Just seeing this full deal kind of gave me a Woody. So I'm like, oh my god, there's a 4x4 hub sticking through.
It's complete.
I'm trying not to damage the rim a whole lot, so I'm just. Oh, and the lug nuts.
Yeah, these are one of our good spare sets of rims that I'm trying to convince Jimmy to replace his current ones with.
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy new ones, because by the time I get done with this one, it'll be just like mine. No. And I just kind of go in a star pattern. Just snaps it. So it just starts sucking them in.
What?
There we go. Good enough for the girls I want to go out with. They could go a little bit more, but they'll get settled in when we go to torque the wheels down.
Yeah, which is not ready because he's still doing some work with the axle.
We gotta put that on there. You're gonna need a lot of grease for this. So I've got, there's no dirt on this. I think this is my, yeah, this is the biggest bearing. So this is gonna be the one that's gonna go on the inside of the rotor. Put the wrong one in, it won't fit.
You just have to put a disclaimer on this video, like just ignore Adam.
Yeah. We're just gonna yeah. What I need to get is a bearing packer where you can just set this thing in and you just pump grease right into it. But hey, you know what? This works too.
I'm glad you got gloves on because that is.
Oh, yes.
You're dripping all over the place.
That's okay.
Heck. Yeah,
That'll be.
at least that'll be ready.
Just drop that in there like that. So what I want to do first, stuff her hole full of goo.
Dirty under windows, brought to you by Johnson's Garage.
Now I'm not worried about getting grease on this, on the rotor. I haven't brake cleaned it yet, so it's got Cosmoline and stuff already on it. So we'll take care of that, and then we'll put that guy in. And now I can take my gloves off for a moment. And yeah.
Big fresh can of grease.
So we are using some Ford Lincoln Mercury stuff. Keeping her factory. Alright, so now we need to put the wheel seal in. I'm just gonna kind of try and get it started here. Done. Trying to get any on the grease I just put on there.
That'll help just pre-grease.
Okay, right there. I guess you got the camera. How's the shot? Can you see me?
Can now. There we go.
I just want to make sure there's no dust.
I was trying to get your face and not cut your head off.
I'm just going to throw a little bit on the spindle here. Hey, we couldn't see what it was doing! Okay, a little bit of grease on the doodad there. Grab it by the studs in the outer bit.
There it goes.
Alright, it's good.
I think it's all loose there.
Okay, so I'm just gonna
Wait, hold on. Let me slightly.
I'm gonna smear this up. I got this.
Damn it!
That's good. Please don't. Got my outer bearing. Just gonna scoop up some grease here. Get some skin catcher going here. I just don't care at this point.
You're like, it's more good.
Oh, and then it's like you got like a nose itch, you know.
Yeah, I know. They're all like, "Hey, he's actually on the show today. What's going on?"
Yeah.
Trying to make it a regular appearance again, you know.
Yeah, he was in a coma. No.
It's close enough to that. I got some crazy shit going on. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay. That dude's in there. I'm just gonna take a little bit and just line the inside here. Yeah. Get on the axle. Just. The following brought to you by Dawn. Yeah, right. Don't forget this. This is like a little shield for the bearing in there.
Put it all back together.
In case you blow up your hubs, it keeps dirt from getting in there. We'll install auto hubs and get all this dust off of here.
Do you want the rest of the hub assembly for the other side?
Yeah, I got it right there, and there should be a big C-clip and a smaller C-clip.
I see all the buttons.
Now I just gotta line up that tab.
The big question today is there it is.
There we go.
Get another tidbit here. And Okay, what did you do with it? It's the black pair, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go.
I'm just trying to get the thing threaded on. It's a bit tricky with
Grease all over your hands.
well, that and I don't know. There's a hub around here now. This is so weird. I think we're done with that for now.
Okay, so while he's working on that, I'm going to take the hub apart.
He's just kind of he's taking the hub apart to get it ready to install. And then I'm going to just take my modified socket.
Did you show how to modify that?
I didn't because I don't feel like getting yelled at. So. Well, technically, I could have just, for the amount of time it took me to make this, I could have just gone to the store
Let the flame lord begin.
and bought a new one. So I'm just going to kind of spin this a little bit just to let it seat. I don't have any play. I've barely done any adjustments in it. I have less play in this than I do with mine. I got mine fully adjusted and it's just barely taking the play out of it. So that shit needs to go. I am so
I'm
happy.
sure you got more than that going on right now.
I am so happy to be having this stuff getting ready to go on because
Now that he's made his mind up, I mean,
because it's like, what cracks me up is Todd's trying to get me to do the whole D60 thing, which is way out of my, like, I can barely afford to do this. And then it's like, well, but I mean, you'll get bigger bearings and whatnot. And I'm like, have you seen my two-wheel drive wheel bearings? They're this big.
this is an upgrade.
This is like three times as big. Like, I'd be happy with this.
Well, even if you did the TTB, it'd still be bigger.
Yeah, you would get bigger ones because they just have to be bigger because it's four-wheel drive. So I'm just kind of going for almost about that much resistance. It's feels like it's turning in honey. It's nice and smooth. Wow, and quiet. Yeah, that's nice. So I think I'm gonna go for another little.
Oh yeah, click. Yeah, you're right.
Click, click, and once it locks, no vibration is taking that thing off. I think I'm gonna go with that. I don't want to go anymore. I don't want to take it too tight. This will set up, and probably what I'm gonna end up doing is the mile markers that he's fiddling with, I might actually replace them with a different set because with the nuts that I'm using here, I feel like they're, well, I don't know if it's the nut that's doing it, but I can't get this C-clip around the axle. And the axle won't come out any further because it has nowhere to go. So for right now I'm gonna run without this C-clip. I'll probably get Warrens, really.
Oh yeah,
So
we got them right on the shelf at work.
yeah, I'm probably gonna end up doing Warrens because
Yeah, recent change from employment.
and they're not that expensive either. They're like $80 for a pair or something.
They're not that bad.
Yeah.
That's look at them.
Oh yeah, your change of employment?
Yeah, we give it AutoZone the axe, and we just decided to go over to Baxter's there. Better pay and actually get full time. So I'm actually gonna get benefits, which would be beneficial. And that should make it a lot. They got a better discount as well, so that should mean more things that need to be taken care of on the truck is going to happen. So we have some more content coming.
Oh yeah.
This last one's just being an asshole.
Oh my god, I got new brakes. I got new brakes! I got what? Okay, so the slug here, I've already got grease in here. I'm not going to grease this up anymore because you grease it up so much that it just keeps the thing locked or you can't lock it. And you really need that four-wheel drive and it just... Get the dog hair out of there.
Do you want the mallet? Or do you need the mallet? Oh, there's.
Because when this moves, that axle's wanting to do things.
Some tension on it. I've been playing with the idea of changing my hubs out, my stock hubs out, but you know they do work good.
Yeah, well, so I know one thing. These hubs are for a TTV truck. I don't know if the axle shafts vary, because this is not going to go on there. There's just no way.
Was that a retainer or?
It just keeps the axle located, but the axle's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to, it won't move. It barely moves in and out, so.
That's not going to be problematic when it's engaging or disengaging.
Well, here's the thing. On your truck, this wasn't even in its slot, and that when I was messing with that, the axle came out, and this went around it, locked in. So that could have been like that how long, and it was fine.
Well, there we have it.
So, but I am going to get a different set of hubs, so maybe those being for this axle will fit better. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to get new hubs later on, but oh yeah, I do need this.
Yeah, I need to put that ring in there.
This little ring here just keeps the thing from coming out, and once you get it in there, good luck getting them out, because I couldn't get the other side out. I don't know how I got them out in the first place. I need a flathead.
That wasn't a flathead. Oh wait,
Oh,
no,
this works.
That's not a flathead. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I handed him a chisel.
He hands me a file.
I didn't mean to hand.
Calls it a chisel. So and I gotta get O-rings for this. So that's one thing I might just say fuck it and buy new hubs here. This is a special process.
Why is it gotta be special? Just stick it in. There you go.
You need to
I
clip,
can't even slip out of my hand.
You need to clip your toenails.
Yeah, I've been meaning to. They gotten wild long, and then we cleaned the house. I'm like, where the fuck are my nail clipper? Oh, we had to both listen to each other. I know everybody's like, why can't these guys ever be fucking serious?
You know what? That's just not gonna happen. I mean, it's not. That's just no. It's not gonna happen.
You know, I will give it this. These do kind of match the.
They do. That's why I like them, and they're all metal. So I'll get the O-ring for it, and if it seals up,
Do
then
you even actually have the original O-ring?
I did, but it was dry rotted. And I can get new ones from some.
Oh, okay, so that's not
But I wanted to see if maybe Ace had.
That would be a you bring it in and we match it up kind of deal.
Yeah, because that would have been awesome. So I just went to O'Reilly's and got brakes from them. That's the socket I need for that. And the hardware there. My brake pads. I'm not using any anti-seize or anything. It doesn't seem to make a difference on this with or without. So just gonna roll without it. I'm gonna lose the hardware. See, I had one of these hardware kits. I think it came with my calipers, which was nice. I'm gonna put Loctite on this here when we're ready. I'm gonna take one of my brake pads here and put this anti-rattle clip that I always seem to forget on my on my brakes.
You know what's funny about all AutoZone brake pads?
Hmm.
Every single clip that comes in them, they're not right.
Yeah,
They don't fit at all. You just throw the bag away.
pretty much. The only thing I noticed with these is they don't quite touch there, but it's not going to rattle around. It can move. I did paint this, so it needs to break in. Get it?
If you wanted right now when you're assembling this, you could be putting grease on all the points to help things slide better.
You could, or just not paint where the brake stuff goes. What do I know? I'm not a professional.
Well, I worked at a shop, and we had to grease everything.
Yeah, that's so you wouldn't get a customer call back. Hey, my brakes are squeaking like an asshole, and you're like, but it's fine. You're like, I want to die.
I learned a lot about doing certain things a certain different way. But it's a lot different than our style of working on it because we're providing content, showing you guys how to do things, and you got to be done in gotta be done and done.
Yeah.
So you gotta be, you know, the fastest, most efficient way to do things.
That's why I don't do that for a living, because I like to be able to take my time and kind of figure things out. And, you know, I don't like being rushed. And I'm like, why didn't you do that? Well, we got to do the exhaust. Just get it done. And you're like, I'm trying to do it, but you're talking to me. Tappy tap tap until the bolt hole shows up. In which this case, now we can put this guy in.
Some fresh Loctite.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they pooed on there, but
Looks like red. And
they
you
just
got it out.
took some ketchup and did.
Yeah, we're doing this the Johnson's Garage way.
Yeah. That's my. You know, so these holes here on my axles are stripped out, so this is just an absolute bitch. So that's another thing I like about this.
Yeah, we don't have to pull the tap and die kit out.
I'm just gonna snug that up. Shit, that's done. It should be lock.
Make sure they're working.
Lock.
Yeah.
I didn't get it all the way. There we go, I didn't engage. Yay! It works. Here, get a slight resistance. Yeah, and then the other side goes, and then let go of that one. And that side goes.
Oh yeah, I forgot that this rear end was open.
Yeah.
But lucky for him, finding an LSD bit was good. We were doing some research earlier, and we were trying to see if we could find some goodies, maybe an LSD rear end or a locker for the rear end of the Sterling 1025. But yeah, it was bringing us up things that we weren't looking for.
We have to do it on the computer because mobile sucks. So there, and I got my TTB tie rod installed. No, I'm kidding. It's made of yarn and rubber bands.
Still hope it doesn't snap. His steering's kind of loose.
Oh, I did buy I kind of did this off camera, but kind of did this off camera. No, I did this off camera.
Yeah.
While we were at Amazon, thankfully he reminded me.
Yeah, we needed a gasket.
I bought a front gasket. I think this was like $6. And it's the axle housing gasket. And then, you know, I painted this up overnight. I'm leaving this unlocked because, you know, I want to fill it up when I'm going to fill it up anyway, so. So that's pretty much done. I'll note to self, replace the hubs later with new ones, the right ones.
It'll work for now as long as you don't run water.
Yeah, well, I'll get the O-ring for it and just call it a day. That's done. So the last thing I think I need to do to have a complete axle is I gotta get that seal for the pinion and then Loctite that and torque it back down, and then I just get my stuff to mount it.
Purchase.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the long arms, and then I'm gonna get all the hardware that will attach the spring, and then I get the track bar, the toe link. Once I have that, I think I'm pulling the TTB axles out.
Getting all the loosey goosey stuff out of there.
You got grease on your nose, by the way.
Really? I don't even know how I managed that.
Right here. Alright guys, this is the mock-up stage. I got my TTB links installed. No, I'm kidding. That's just temporary. I have a toe link I can use there, but I kind of mushroomed the ends and I don't know where the castle nuts went. So yeah, that'll do for now. I'll just keep them kind of straight. I think I can roll it around, which will let me move some stuff over there and then just kind of get it out of the way because it's kind of driving me nuts. So what's happening now is I'm going to get my long arms. Well, I do have a pinion still I need to get. I forgot to order that while I was at the parts store. Oh well, I'll get it later. Essentially, we're assembled. We got brakes, brand new rotors, hubs, bearings, brake pads. You know, I went through and cleaned all the spindles, so it's all been refurbished. Brand new ball joints. We'll find out if I set it up correctly. Same thing on this side. And you know, with all that being new, even with that four-wheel drive engage, this spins better than my two-wheel drive setup. So I'm wondering if having bigger bearings up front will help take a load off the, or take some resistance off of the whole deal, because, you know, my bearings are like that big. I think the outer spindle bearing is not that big. The inner one maybe about that big. And as you can see, this thing's got massive freaking dudes on there. So yeah, brand new everything. I can't wait. Having brand new brakes up front is gonna be nice, because my rotors are shot on my truck, and the brakes, you know, after dealing with the rears and getting those squared away, it stops great, except for I can tell the front is just lacking. It's terrible. So yeah, these still need an O-ring, but I think at a later time I'm gonna go ahead and get the Warren Premium hubs, but I'm gonna get them for this axle. Actually, I should probably get them for I mean, you know, I'm not sure. I am kind of confused because those C-clips won't fit the axle anymore. So yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if that was like a all-wheel drive type of thing. I don't know. But I was just looking at the camber here. I was seeing if I needed to get a camber plate. I may still get one. If anything, I think I might want to tilt it in a degree. Give it a little bit of a tuck. So yeah, this is, yeah, looks fine here. I'm probably good on the camber. I might not even mess with it until I go in for the steering alignment. You know, if it comes out good, then good. If you want to contact me about anything, if you got questions about doing a axle swap or any little detail, I probably can help you out. In the description, I got my Ford Cummins page thing. You can go. It's more or less now just turning a new Facebook page for this YouTube channel. I might make a new page just for that. But I have an Instagram. I have a Twitter, but I don't use it. But Instagram, you can also catch me on there. I'll post a link to all that stuff. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. This is the last time you'll see this truck in this ride height. Two-wheel drive.